Guys, AZ checking in, day 7 of my video challenge, and I have a fun one for you today. This is one that I hope all of you can use. I think every one of us could leverage this fun little exercise at a time in need, and it's basically my fun little way to flip the script on any negative emotion, any anger, frustration, anxiety, fear, you name it. If there's anything that you're working on, or even if you're not working on it, if there's anything that you're struggling with from an emotional standpoint, anger, fear, whatever, this little exercise will help you break the pattern. It will help you interrupt whatever's going on, probably make you laugh like it did for me, and it does for me, and then help you focus on what you really want to be feeling. So here's what I know. I've learned that an emotion or anything negative, it only lasts for about 90 seconds, where basically those first 90 seconds we're not responsible for. Psychology has done, studies. I mean, some people say 30 seconds, some people say a couple minutes, but 90 seconds. So you can allow yourself to be let off the hook. If anything hits you, fear, anger, resentment, whatever, the first 90 seconds you're not responsible for. But after that, you are. And so what that leads to is we need to develop systems, exercises, tools, whatever, to interrupt our patterns, right, and get us conscious with what's really going on, gain some clarity. Do we want to continue that feeling and emotion, or do we want to change, move into something that's more positive, something that's going to serve us? And so 4.5 years ago, many of you know, I got sober, and I started to play with myself in certain areas of my life in terms of mentally and emotionally to try to help manage myself. So I came up with this exercise, and here's where the fun begins. It's called This or That. So if you were, if you remember the song by Black Sheep back in the, I believe it was the early 90s, it was called This or That, and it went like this. It was like, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think I'll get with this, because this is where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. All right, so how does this apply to what I'm talking about? I suffered from a lot of anger, resentment, shame, all these other feelings, but a big one that I suffered with, and something that I could really apply this to immediately when I started to get more conscious in my life, and I was fed up with my anger, and one of those areas was road rage. So for anyone that has road rage, definitely try this on. It is awesome. I'd be driving around. I'm a guy from Michigan, and I moved to New York when I was 21. So I developed road rage in New York with all the traffic and all the crazy drivers, and I got really bad, and it got to a point where my road rage was, it was so much more than road rage. It was ego, pride, a sense of entitlement, like this person's in my way and I own the road and this and that, and it was just, I got so bad that by the time I got sober and started to live more consciously, I realized, whoa, every time I have road rage, I get angry. I go into this really negative place. It ruins my day, ruins the moment, and it was just totally unnecessary. So here's what I did. I'd start driving around, and right as someone cut me off or I was about to get really angry, I would just go like this. I'd go, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. And immediately, I would start laughing at myself. So what did I do, right? Those first 90 seconds I'm not responsible for, but the rest I am. So what I did was I learned to interrupt myself, interrupt the pattern, interrupt the emotion, and allow myself to get conscious with what was going on. And so instead of turning over and flicking the guy off and yelling at him and getting crazy, I would just go, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. And immediately, and you see, right, my energy shifts. I start smiling. I'm laughing at myself, which is really important, by the way, in life. Learn to laugh at yourself. I start laughing at myself and say, Andy, this is ridiculous. What are you doing? Stop. You don't want to get with that. You want to get with this. And so I would just say that, and I'd say the song to myself, and I'd move, right? And I'd say, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. And what that did immediately was it lifted the anger. It relieved me. I had a sense of relief. I laughed, and broke that pattern, interrupted it, and then I would continue the song, and I'd choose to get with this. This was the positive, and that would be the negative, right? And so you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think I'll get with this because this is where it's at. Try it on, give it a whirl. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's fun, and you'll learn to manage yourself and flip your negativity into positivity. And you know what? When we're feeling positive, life's a beautiful thing. This is AZ, checking out This or That. Black Sheep's the song. Go ahead and listen to it. It will shift your energy. You'll love it. And I think I'll get with this. Love you guys.